What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Destiny video. Guiding Light here, and this video is going to be a tips and tricks video on how you can level up your characters in Destiny 2 extremely fast. As you guys can see, I'm actually at a 264 power level right now, and I managed to hit this level in about 1 day. So if you do want to start leveling up super quickly, or just level up in general, this video is definitely for you guys. Now, the first thing that you guys are going to want to do if you're trying to level up is just knock out all the story missions. I can't really help you guys until you've at least done all the story missions in the game, and you should be anywhere between like rank 18 or 20 before completing that storyline. Now, as soon as you guys finish the storyline, you'll have plenty of options of things to do. You can either go into the Crucible, you can go into strikes, you can just go and do public events, and each and every one of these activities will give you XP towards a faction. Every time that you visit a planet, you're going to have to talk to the one person that's on the planet that pretty much runs the factions of that planet. So here we're going to go head over to Titan, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean by this. Each and every planet has its own pretty much faction that you can level up or cash in items to that will actually give you XP towards a package. Now, the packages are what's important, guys. It's not necessarily the loot. It's just how many packages you guys can get. You really want to try to get as many packages as possible, as those packages pretty much guarantee a drop that is higher light level than the light level that you're currently at. So the more packages you're able to get, and the more things that you're able to cash in, the more items that you're going to get, and the more possibilities of higher light that you're going to have. Now, as soon as you guys get a piece of gear that's higher light level, especially if it's the same exact weapon, you want to scrap that down. Even if it's a legendary, you want to scrap it down, because you're going to see, as I scrap these guns down, I'm getting gunsmith materials. So not only am I leveling up this one faction here on Titan, but I'm also slowly leveling up my gunsmith faction as well. And this is why this method works so well, because you're not just sticking to one thing. Like, you're not just staying in Crucible and only leveling up Crucible, or you're not just going to Vanguard and only leveling up Vanguard. You're slowly leveling up everything at once, and therefore you're actually getting more packages like every hour than you would be if you were to just stick into one thing, like stay in Crucible for a whole hour. You'll only get like 1 or 2 packages. But if you use this method and you kind of just scatter your resources around, you can get 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7 packages in an hour. So you'll be leveling up much faster. So once you guys have completed the storyline, you pretty much want to go to each and every one of the planets and start doing the quests that are located on these planets. Each planet has about 5 or 6 quests that can be done, and each time that you complete one of those quests, there will be a chest at the end that drops multiple weapons. Now, not only are you going to be getting the drops from the end of the quest, but you'll also be getting engram drops and weapon drops from the enemies that you kill in those activities as well. Now, it's also very important that if you see a public event or if you see a lost sector, even if you're in the middle of a quest, it's actually better just to put that on hold for a few minutes and go do the public event or go do the lost sector, because the more drops and the more items that you can scrap down, the more gunsmith XP you're going to get. And the more gunsmith XP that you get, it means that the more packages you're going to get. Now, that doesn't only just work for the gunsmith either though, because the more missions and the more activities that you do on each and every one of the planets that you're on is going to count towards the rep of that planet. So let's just use the EDZ for example. Every time that you're in the EDZ, every time that you open up a chest there, you're going to get an EDZ token. Now, these EDZ tokens and the tokens that are on every single one of the planets can actually be cashed in for packages at each and every one of those planets. So I'm sorry if this sounds just a little bit confusing, guys, but I'm going to show you guys an example of exactly what I mean. I'm going to head over to the EDZ now, and I'm going to head straight to the vendors so you guys can get a clear look at what I'm talking about. Each and every time that you pick up an EDZ token or you pick up an IO token when you're on that planet, you're actually getting a little bit of XP towards the faction of that planet. And eventually, once you get enough XP, you're going to get a package, and that package will pretty much guarantee you a light level drop higher than the light level that you are at. Now, using this method, you guys should be leveling up quite fast, because you'll be getting tons and tons of gear, and you'll also be getting tons and tons of packages. So it's a very good possibility that you'll have access to the Nightfall very shortly after following this method. Now, I want to advise you guys not to actually do the Nightfall until you hit about 260 light, or power level, whatever you guys really want to call it at this point. You don't really want to do the Nightfall until you're around 260 power level. I've been at about 260 power level for a few hours now, and I have not gotten a single drop higher than 260 light out of a blue engram. I've still gotten a few legendaries here and there that will drop at about 264, 265, but as for the blues and as for the package drops, I have not gotten a single package to drop above 260 light ever since I hit 260. So basically why you shouldn't do the Nightfall is because once you hit 260, the Nightfall is going to be the only way for you to get higher than that light level. And you can only do the Nightfall once a week. So if you do the Nightfall at 240 light, then you're only going to get a weapon or a piece of armor that's like 246. But if you wait until you're at 260, then there's a good chance that you'll actually get like a 265 drop or maybe even a 270 drop. And that will help you out way more in the long run, as it's the only way to get gear that high of a light level. So in order to hit 260 light, all you guys really need to do is go to any planet that you like, start knocking out the quests, and while doing those quests, you want to try to do public events if they pop up. Not necessarily go out of your way to do them, but if you're in the area and one pops up, might as well do it because it's kind of there and it's just going to give you drops. Same goes for the lost sectors, and you want to just keep doing that over and over again. Now eventually the planet will run out of quests to complete because there are only about 5 or 6 per planet, but that's when you just switch to the next planet and do the same method on that planet. While using this method, right when I finished the last quest of all of the planets is exactly when I hit rank 260. So that actually worked out to be perfect for me, and it is pretty much set me up to start doing the Nightfall immediately right after doing those quests. Now, not to mention, those quests actually will give you other weapons. Like it will actually, like, some of the quests, once you finish them, will actually string off into another quest for an exotic. Now, I don't want to spoil anything too crazy, but by doing some of those quests, you will unlock other exotic quest lines along the way. So not only are you leveling up, but you're actually making progress towards getting really good gear as well. So those are pretty much all the tips and tricks that I've learned so far on the game in the first day that helped me level up so quickly. And I just wanted to share them with you and hope to help a couple of you guys out as well. So hopefully this does help you out, helps you level up before the raids come out, and gives you access to them before Tuesday, so you're not late. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like down below, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe as well, and I will see you guys in the next Destiny video. Peace.
No walls at the farm. Boost my signal, then get out of there.
What can I do for you? Come now, speak your mind.